Once again, no Jimmy, but we have
Jim.
Jim. Jimmy was supposed to do my bathroom today, and he was going to do the questions, but then something came up at his house. He thinks his house is more important than our shower. So he's not going to be able to do the tag today, but Jim has volunteered.
Graciously.
Anxiously saying, can I do it, please? Can I do it? So anyway, this week the questions came from Trials of a Long-Haired Girl. Tracy's husband, Chris, came up with the questions this week. So once again, anybody that wants to do the tag, the questions, I'll put them in the description box down below and let me know your answers. Also go over to the people listed down below. They usually do them every once in a while. Somebody might miss a week or two, but for the most part, everybody that's listed does do them every week. Jimmy might be over by in Massachusetts because I heard he was part of a trial, but he'd have to go over to Recipes of Roy to find out what that trial was all about. Even Jim doesn't know.
No. I have no clue what you guys do.
He's like out in the wilderness.
I'm clueless.
He's out in the wilderness. No, remember I told you that we had to go and pick somebody out of a lineup.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jimmy and I took separate flights, so he's probably still there. That's why he's not here. But he told me he was going to be working on his house, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, these are the questions from Chris, so let's get started. And Jimmy and I missed a question last week, so we have to make sure that it's Jimmy, because if we don't miss any questions this week, then we can always blame it on Jimmy.
Exactly.
There we go. Number one, have you ever met a famous leader? It can be political, religious, corporate, military, or whatever.
A famous leader. A famous leader.
Well, you didn't meet him, but you did go to see him.
Who?
With Uncle Leo and Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. I did, believe it or not.
Jim, of all people.
Of all people. It should have been Sandra.
But I don't drive. I don't drive, so that's why we...
But we went and seen the Pope at the Silver Dome.
Yep. But have you ever seen a famous leader other than that?
No,
well, you didn't really
unless you want to count Dave Rozema. He was a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers.
Well, I met him too then.
No, you didn't. I met him at the bow shop.
Oh, well, we have to get to one of those questions, but...
You met Willie Hernandez.
Oh, is that who I met? I knew I met
Yes,
somebody. I'm not really a baseball follower.
We used to do road trips, where you had to go around to
road rallies.
Road rallies and get different clues, and he was on one of the road rallies that we did.
I know a lot of people love baseball, but to me it's like you could have finished that like in 5 innings.
What?
Baseball, like 9 innings. Who came up with 9 innings? And then like one time we went to the ball game when I was a little kid.
Well, because there's
9 people.
Three outs per inning, and 3 times 3 is 9.
And there's 9 people on the field who are playing, right?
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
What, 3, 6, 9? You could.
The goose drank wine.
You could have done it in 3 innings then. It's just like long. I went with my father one time, and at the 7th inning, when everybody stood up for the 7th inning stretch, I thought we were going home, only to find out there was more. And this guy here loves when they go into extra innings. It's
yeah, you get your money's worth.
It's like, no. The only famous leader I ever met was Sander Levin, which was the senator from, I think you might have met him too, or was that on my...
That was on your bowling league.
On my bowling league. He came to when he was running for re-election, he came and shook everybody's hand. That's about it. My mother met Hubert Humphrey when he was running for president.
Woo-hoo.
When he was running for president, so... number 2, have you ever met a famous actor?
A famous actor.
Oh, you have? You have? Well, you didn't meet him, but he was in the car next to us.
Oh, well, he was an actor. Bill Kennedy.
He's a local celebrity that starred in maybe 3 movies. Not starred.
Was in.
Was in. I should put it that way.
3 movies.
And
But he used to host, it was movies in the afternoon.
And when Jim was laid off, he loved watching them.
And he come on about noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon during the week.
And how would he introduce the movies?
And he would introduce the movie, and then he would always throw his hand out like that, and then they'd go off into the movie.
Yeah, when Jim was laid off, you used to watch Rita Bell in the morning, because she had movies, Rita Bell, and then Bill Kennedy in the afternoon.
Yes.
I've told the story where I met Jerry Van Dyke.
Yeah.
When we stalked him through the
Mall.
If I have a picture, I'll insert it here. I know I have a picture somewhere with my sisters and myself with Jerry Van Dyke. So if I can find it, I'll put it right here. Number 3, have you ever met a famous musician? We were just talking about this at Jimmy's the other day. But you didn't meet him.
I didn't meet him.
I met Bob Seger, but that was before he was part of the Silver Bullet Band. But he was just like a local celebrity, and he played. I used to go with my girlfriends Sydney and Sue and Sandra. We used to go to the Notre Dame dances all the time, which was a Catholic high school, which was a boys' high school, and Regina was the girls' high school that was like right next to it. And so they would have Friday night dances, and Bob Seger used to go there all the time. And then Len Barry, who sang 1, 2, 3, went to one of the dances at Denby that we both went to. I think it was a one-hit wonder. 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
It's so elementary.
Yeah.
But who could I have met? Who could I have met, Jim, if it wasn't for my mother?
You could have met the Beatles.
I could have met the Beatles. I could have, this close to them.
But
my mother wouldn't let me go because she was afraid I'd faint or something because everybody was fainting then.
Or you'd be crying.
I probably would have been crying. That's what everybody did at the time. You look at those videos or movies and see, and I think, what were they crying about? Well, I would have been one of the ones crying. But my best friend, she got to meet him because her father was part of their security detail. This is number 4. Have you ever met a famous athlete?
Dave Rosemont.
Dave Rosemont. And mine was who? Willie Hornad?
I think it was Willie Hernandez, something like that.
Because my boys like baseball, and I was in charge with Marilyn Marsack, my cousin. We did a road rally for the church as a fundraiser. And so I said, when we found out that one of the 2 of the Tigers, I don't know who the other one was, there was 2 Tigers that came because they went together. They were in the same car. But I don't know who the other guy, I don't know who the guy was he mentioned. But
it's been so long ago.
it was in the 70s. So we had my house is the pit stop where they had to start, the starting go to get their first clue. And Jimmy and Danny were the ones handing out the clues. So that's how we met them, or I met them. I don't know who they are. Number 5, have you ever met a famous person who doesn't fit neatly into these 4 categories? Like a musician, an actor, or something like that? I don't think
No.
No. I can't think of anybody famous. Well, Jim is famous now that he's on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm sure people will be sending me boatloads of money real soon.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Number 6, have you ever encountered a famous person in a totally unforeseen situation? It can overlap one of the previous questions.
No.
Well, we saw Sonny Elliott at Big Boys.
At Big Boys
He was our local weather forecaster.
at the city airport.
Yeah, he was a local weather forecaster. He was
Yeah.
kind of snobby sitting there going, yeah, I am. I'm Sonny Elliott.
Yeah. No, he was funny.
He was funny.
He would always he did the local weather for Detroit, and but he did the weather for the whole state of Michigan. And there's a town up north where I happen to hunt at.
But you never heard of when you were little.
I never heard of when I was little, but the name of the town is Engadine, and he would always go Ingadingadine.
And then he'd take his little baby pinky finger and go.
And
I remember that. Yeah, I other than the people like at the restaurant and then stalking Jerry Van Dyke, can't think. One time I saw my pastor of my church, not that he's like famous or anything like that, but he took cuts in front of me and grabbed the ticket in front of me from the deli. It was a long line at the deli. And it's just like, I always remember when I would go shopping or something when I was a lunch mother and one of the little kids would see me in the grocery store. It was like they thought they saw a movie star. Like, oh my gosh.
can I get your autograph?
It's like, you're shopping in the store? You buy food? Now think about it, really. Do you really think they have to get their food. I just don't picture like Harrison Ford going into a grocery store, pushing a shopping cart around. I always thought that was when John Travolta was on the Rosie O'Donnell show one time, and he was saying that when he goes shopping, he loves to pick up a box of Hostess cupcakes. Now, he doesn't strike me as a Hostess cupcake type of guy. He seems like caviar and stuff, like movie stars. You don't see them like chowing down.
He's kind of chubby.
Well, no, I know that, but you would think that he would be eating fancy desserts. Not like a cheap old Hostess cupcake, you know. It's like, no, I just don't see. I really don't. Or like when you see famous people coming out of Danny saw.
Sarah Lee.
Well, Aaron works at Boston Market, and like all of the Pistons and that used to come into his store.
The other store that he worked at, yeah.
And then Danny saw your guy coming out of Nino's Fruit Market, Ryan from the morning show.
Oh, Ryan Armani.
Yeah, because he lives in Grosse Pointe. So, I mean, you just don't think of him going to the fruit market, buying stuff. You just don't. At least I don't.
You don't.
You don't either.
I don't dwell on it, no.
I guess I do. Number 7. Have you ever met or known a famous person before they became famous?
No.
Yes. Sheila Young, because she was Olympic gold winner. She's won all kinds of. She's won the gold. She's won the bronze. She's won the silver. She's been in the World Cup, not World Cup, like world things. She was a speed skater, and she was one of my friends, like in junior high, and then when we first year, maybe second year of high school. But then she's
the one that used to run around the track all the time.
Yeah, always running
right?
around the track, and everybody kept saying, "What is she doing? Why is she doing that?" But yeah, Sheila Young, look her up. I knew her. I knew you.
I knew her when, yeah. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Very good. He's doing well. Number 8, have you ever been a fan of a band or a musical artist before they were cool? Yeah, Bob Seger. Bob Seger was like a nobody. He was just like a garage band when he used to come to the Notre Dame dances.
Yeah, that'd be about it.
And then he became famous. I did see Alice Cooper one time, too, before he was famous. I'm trying to think who else I saw.
Didn't your cousin
Oh, yeah.
paint
Yeah, Robin, the Kiss. No, she won the contest.
Yeah, for their makeup?
For their makeup, yeah. She designed something for their makeup. And then I remember they came to the house, the limo came to the house and picked her up. And she went backstage and she met the whole band and all that. We got to, that's right, I did get to see them. No, I didn't get to see them because the limo just picked her up.
But you knew somebody that knew somebody.
But I knew somebody that knew somebody. She lived with me. But, yeah. But I'm trying to think, there was Kid Rock. We went and saw Kid Rock.
I don't remember that.
And that would have been when you were in your country phase. Who's that other one that Christy's seen? I can't think what his name is. He's a rapper.
I definitely wouldn't know any rappers.
Eminem doesn't live that far from, well, now he does because she moved.
The only rapper I know is you at Christmas time.
Ha ha ha, rap, they call her the rapper. That's what he sings to me when I'm wrapping my presents. No, but Eminem lived over by Kathy when she lived over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jimmy went to school with, what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name now. Obviously not Eminem, but, where's that goofy at all the time? It'll come to me later.
I don't know. I can't remember anybody he went to school with us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, kind of a tallish guy with blonde hair. Obviously from the Detroit area. Was it Kid Rock?
No.
Is he from Michigan?
He's from Michigan, but it wouldn't have been Kid Rock. We'll have to find out. If I find out, I'll put it in right here, but if not...
Yeah, you'd have to ask Jimmy, because... No, Jimmy said he went to high school with him.
Was it Jimmy or Danny?
Jimmy.
Jimmy? We'll have to find out. Number 9, do you have a particularly good secondhand stories about a friend or family members interacting with a famous person? Well, that would be Robin with the kiss.
Yeah.
Her. Can't think of anybody else. We need to hook up Christy to meet Kirk Gibson.
Yeah.
She doesn't like Kirk Gibson. She says he could put her to sleep. He's talked the way he talks. I can't think of anybody that went with a famous person other than my cousin. I don't know. And number 10, if you could be famous for something, what would it be? I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
My humor.
I don't know about that. You and Samantha are always trading your silly old jokes. If I could be famous for something, what would it be? My banjo playing.
Yes. And she doesn't play the banjo.
Well, you always told me it's just 3 little chords.
Well, in the one part.
Every time Dueling Banjos comes on, he says, you can play that, you can play that. I could play the first thing. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I could do that.
Yeah, what more do you need?
I don't need any more than that. I could, but then I'd get carried away and wouldn't be able to do the rest. So I think we answered every question, Jim, which proves that it's Jimmy that's preventing us from answering all the questions. But we'll have to figure out who it was that he supposedly knew that was famous.
I think it is Kid Rock.
No, Cracker something.
No, I know it's not that.
Wasn't his name Cracker something?
No, I know that. I know that for sure.
Well, that was Christie's then.
Could be.
Christy knew somebody named
But I know
Cracker.
I know it wasn't Cracker. I'm almost positive it's Kid Rock.
I don't think it was Kid Rock. Okay. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, Chris. These were very interesting questions. Can't wait to see Kim and David. They have no memory of anything, so even if they met them, they won't remember, will you, Kim? So, but anyway, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, and share it.
And mimeograph.
So once again, the questions and the people that do the tags will be listed in the description box down below. And thank you, Chris. Next week is Jones Pointed Plate. Adam and Andrew came up with the questions, and so tune in next week. Talk to you soon.